Squeeze them big muscles. Hello my little lovelies, it's me again. Me and Paddy are a bit sick of being fat cats. So we've decided that we're going to try a low carb diet. And because I get so many sugar cravings, I'm going to make something sweet, but naturally sweet, as you can see from my little array of ingredients. So I've got something called polycystic ovarian syndrome, which basically means that my hormones don't work properly and that I produce the wrong hormones. This also means that my body doesn't process carbohydrate very well, so the best way for me to lose weight is a low carb diet. Well, I thought may as well bring Paddy along for the ride. So today I'm going to make some low carb chocolate fudge, which I'm going to half top with nuts for me and leave half plain for Paddy. So in a pan I currently have, nearly there, 3/4 cup of coconut oil. If you've never used coconut oil before, you can now buy it in all of the supermarkets, but the amazing thing you'll find is you think it's oil, it comes as a solid. It's not gone off, it's meant to be like that, but it melts really, really quickly. You can fry in it, you can cook with it, you can use it on your skin. It's really nice if you've got dry skin. It's lovely to cake yourself in coconut oil. And your hair, if your hair's dry, again, it's lovely to cake your hair in. My friend swears by it for everything, including removing makeup. When you get bites a lot, because it's antiseptic as well. So coconut oil, I would heavily suggest you invest in. The recipe I'm using suggests virgin coconut oil. This isn't, this is just cheap stuff. But if you want to do it properly, you want to use the extra virgin stuff, because obviously it's been less tampered with. So in my bowl, I've got 3/4 cup of warm coconut oil, to which I am going to add 3/4 cup of cocoa powder, which is probably going to go everywhere because it always does. I can't get in. So that's half cup. This is like when you've got ice and sugar and it goes absolutely everywhere. Choking on it. And 1/4 cup. So that's 3/4 cup of ice and sugar. I'm then going to add half a cup of coconut milk. Again, this is another thing that you can buy everywhere these days. It's really nice added to curry. So if we've got any left, I'll probably make a curry sauce with it. So I'm not going to open it all the way because it'll make a mess, but it's half a cup of coconut milk. I love this stuff. And then I'm going to add 1/3 cup of honey. Again, it should be raw honey. This isn't. It's squeezy honey, which you know is the bad stuff. But you know, like honey. I don't want 1/8 of a cup, I want 1/3 of a cup. Do I have another measurement? 1/3 of a cup of honey. I've actually got some honeycomb in the cupboard. Just suppose you could use. Got maple syrup as well, I could also use. But we'll go with the recipe this time. And if it works, then I can have a play next time. Squeeze them big muscles. The one thing I always struggle with on a low carb diet is not being able to have sugar. So hopefully this will be the answer. I've tried all sorts of other low carb alternatives. I've tried low carb lemon drizzle cake. It was too eggy, I couldn't cope. But fudge, I can cope with, I think. So there's our honey. And then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Again, don't follow my example, buy vanilla bean paste because it's way nicer. You get a lot more flavour out of it, and it's also obviously a lot healthier. I've just got cheap vanilla essence because it's in the cupboard and I didn't really want to go and buy more stuff. So that's our very sticky honey. I'm going to guesstimate 2 teaspoons. Probably a bit more with this because it's not very strong. That'll do. And then the final ingredient is just a pinch of salt. So this usually, you use salt to bring out the flavour of cocoa. So we'll see what this does. Right, this recipe I'm using suggests using an immersion blender. I don't have one, so I'm going to use a bit of elbow grease and hope that it emulsifies well. Are we ready? It says that if your mixture gets too hard, as in your coconut oil starts to set, that you can put it over the pan to warm it through again and put it in the microwave. Oh, it's lovely and thick. It's proper, it looks like brownie. It's really dark. This cocoa is extremely strong. Well, I don't think you need an immersion blender. That's coming together lovely. I was a bit worried that the oil wouldn't mix, but it's fine. So earlier I've lined a pan. I haven't greased it on the inside at all. It's literally just lined so that it doesn't stick. So I'm going to fill my pan, and then I'm going to half cover some in nuts for me, leave half plain for Paddy because he doesn't like nuts, and then it's going to go in the fridge for a couple of hours to set. And then we'll come back later and tell you how it went. It's looking nice and fudgy. I might have to lick my finger and see what it tastes like. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's all I can have. I can live with that, I think. So let's get it in there. You see, it's lovely and glossy. That's from the coconut oil. I'm going to just get a spatula because it's going to be easier than trying to use this whisk. So that was super duper quick. Super duper easy. The only method involved was melting, and the rest of it I've just chucked in a bowl and give it a good mix. That's it. It's done. No blenders needed. Just a bit of elbow grease. So this is an 8x8 tin. You can obviously double your recipe if you want to make it thicker. But I think it's quite rich. I don't think you'll need a lot. It's just enough to give you that nice sweet hit when you're struggling. I have to say I'm quite impressed. We'll see what it sets like. I'm hoping, because of the coconut oil, it'll set quite firm. So I'm just going to push it out in my tin. It's not very thick, but to be honest, it's mega rich, so you're not going to need it to be too thick. But if you like dark chocolate, you could always be a bit naughty and drizzle a little bit of dark chocolate on the top. Right. So that's all in the tin. I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to top some with nuts for me and knock everything over. And messy cook. So these are just raw deluxe nuts, bit of everything. I'm going to throw some in a bag and I'm going to beat them up with a rolling pin. So I get a bit of everything. Here I am if I can find a thing. Need loads because it's only to do half. Just to give it a bit of texture. I've got a nice big marble rolling pin, so I'm going to beat the death out, beat the juices out of it. Got a food processor. You could always stick them in a food processor, or I guess you could always buy chopped nuts. They're all nice and banged up. I'm just going to sprinkle those into half. So it'll give you a nice textural element, and obviously it's a bit of added protein as well. I can imagine this all the way through, but I wanted to try a recipe first before I tried it that way. Because I can imagine it's a bit Nutella-y and delicious. Right, so that's my half caked in nuts, and now it's going to go in the fridge for a couple of hours and then we can eat it. Forgive my very red face.
Well.
So, fudge! His and hers. Paddy doesn't like nuts and I do. Do you want to try some? This is low carb fudge. It's very, very sticky, melts really quickly. It's very, very, very rich. It doesn't look very impressed.
It's very rich.
Yeah. But if it's literally the only sweet you can have while you're doing low carb, it's not horrific.
Yep.
Enjoy the recipe.
It's tasty.
Yeah. It doesn't look convinced, does it?
It is good. It's just
It's very rich.
very, very rich.
Yeah. It's particularly dark cocoa. We probably could have done with something slightly lighter.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.